Hi, this is Captain Al Lorenzetti for skimmeroutdoors.com, bringing you the weekend update and fishing report. This for the weekend of August 14th, 15th, 16th. Let's see here. First, weather report. Looks like it's going to be decent. Friday beautiful, Saturday morning good. Maybe a little bit of wind coming up Saturday afternoon into Sunday, but not that bad. So should be good enough to get out there and fish. What to report? I did an overnight trip Wednesday, Thursday to the canyon, Hudson Canyon, with Ed Mooney on his Road to Happiness. Skip Erickson, he had Kenny Sheben, Bob Bauer, Kevin Gillespie, myself. And we had a good trip, but not what we expected. There was a red hot bite of big eyes down at the 100 Square. So we worked that area. We did an overnight. No big eyes for us. There were a few caught, but the bite definitely slowed down. So we ended up with a couple of yellowfin, a small swordfish, some mahi. So we caught, but a lot of boats did not catch. And I'm talking boats. There were probably 100 boats at least there on the overnight, and then probably more, on Friday. So that's the report. I mean, there are fish there, and if you get lucky, you run over them, you're going to catch good, but there aren't that many, and there's just a lot of boats because the weather was beautiful. It was a madhouse. So that's all I can say about that. Coming back through the inshore waters, I didn't see a lot of life. Everybody was going for the edge. Nobody fishing the short areas, But the water still, it looked good there as we passed the Texas Tower. So I think you can catch bluefin there if you spent the day. Maybe you're better off doing that than going to the edge. Anyway, moving inshore. It's still pretty decent. It's kind of like the Groundhog Day report, There are fish. I heard a decent catch of fluke south of the reef in like 85 to 90 feet of water. So maybe a new body of fish is kind of moving in. And I mean, that's pretty decent, but still not great. Sea bass, if you can find a piece that hasn't been hit, there's a lot of those. A lot of small porgies, some decent sized porgies on some of the ocean pieces. Still loads of bunker out there. There are some bluefish showing on them occasionally. A bass or two is being caught on them. Nothing you go out there and say, I'm going to go bass fishing on the bunker pods, but if you see a lively pod, give it a shot, and maybe you will catch a fish. There have been a few being caught on these bunker schools. Inshore, the water is still hot. It's really loaded with algae. It's got a greenish color to it. That kind of hurts the fluke fishing, but you can still catch some on the incoming, the top of the flood tide. That dirty water doesn't seem to affect weak fish. They bite in anything, so there's still a weak fish bite going on. In the Back Bay areas, Kismet, the Lighthouse, Crazy Charlie, West Channel, and also some weak fish starting to be caught around the Sore Thumb in the inlet area. A few fish are being picked out of there as well. Snapper fishing is great. I mean, now they're like small bluefish and they're all over the place. A lot of fun. Peanut bunker all over. Bottom fishing, there's still triggers around. As I said, that green water kind of hurt the bottom fishing in the Back Bay, but maybe we get some cool weather that's going to improve. So that pretty much covers it for the upcoming weekend. And that's it. Go out there, have fun, catch them up.